This is the Chicken Sniper's walkthrough to Deadric Quest's The Black Star. Here's our loot for this, and I can't say it fast enough to get on this screen, so if you don't know what's in there, then go back and pause the screen. Alright, so last episode, we were in Riverwood. We just got out of Embershard Mine, and so what we did is we went up to Whiterun Stables, took a carriage to Winterhold, and now we've gone around the west side of the mountain and we're up on Azura's Shrine. We've also gone back to Embershard Mine and given Faendal some fur armor. And on the way up here, we have contracted rock joint from a wolf. Rock joint reduces your melee by 25%.
It was not curiosity, but fate that has led you here. This shrine was built by the Dunmer. As our land was scorched by fire and brimstone, Azura's prophecies led us to safety. She is a Daedra, a powerful being who watches from beyond our mortal plane. She has chosen you to be her champion. You must go to a fortress, endangered by water, yet untouched by it. Inside, you will find an elven mage who can turn the brightest star as black as night. It is cryptic, I know, but Azura's signs are never wrong. I believe the fortress may refer to Winterhold. Ask if they know this elven enchanter.
That fire and brimstone she was talking about was the eruption of Red Mountain that occurred between Oblivion and this game, Skyrim. Alright, our contact is Nelacar. He hangs out in the Frozen Hearth Hall, and he is easier to intimidate than he is to persuade, but he's still pretty hard to intimidate. Bribery is the best option, easiest anyways.
What did you do?
It was a minor miscalculation. I've already corrected it for future experiments.
This is why people have a problem with your college, Nelacar.
My days at the college are long behind me, but I prefer to stay close by. Who sent you? Was it the college? The Jarl? We agreed there would be no more questions. A few coins for my soul. If only you understood the irony. What do you know about soul gems? That's what caused all the trouble. Soul gems are used in enchanting, but they break afterwards. Except one. Azura's Star, a Daedric artifact that allows any number of souls to pass through it. Some of us wanted to find out how. I was working under Malin Varen then. If only we knew what he was really planning. Malin wanted to alter the star. He was dying, disease. He thought he could store his own soul inside, become immortal. It drove him mad. Students started dying. Eventually, the college exiled him. He took a few loyal disciples to Illinalta's Deep and vanished. Look, I don't care who asked you to find the star, but don't take it back to Azura. The Daedra are evil. They're the reason Malin went insane.
This quest has two reward options. First, you can take it back to the Shrine of Azura and get the Azura Star, which is essentially a white soul gem that can be reused. Or you can take it to Nelacar, and he'll give you the Black Star, which is a soul gem that can hold any soul, black or white, and it allows you to basically run enchanted weapons forever. Well, I showed you the path to Illinalta's Deep. However, I am going to load a save that'll take us right here. You see, I've already run through this quest twice, I believe it was. I'm gonna use this save to save myself a little bit of travel. Alright, now the first chest is actually outside the dungeon, through this little notch in the wall, right here in the water. You see that thing? Tricky little bugger. Alright, now we're gonna go into the soon as we get up, into this tower over here, where there is a trap door. And right in front of us is going to be the only satchel quest, which contains random loot and food and jewelry, and also a quest important but not essential book. New characters inventories. Alright, feel free to pause and read if you'd like. Pause YouTube, I mean. Alright, now we are going... Come on, Feindal.
Wow. Would you?
Yeah, NPC followers are scripted to have a, wow, would you look at that line right there. You also hear the music, kinda indicates Bethesda expects awe. And that's just not a very awesome scene. Come on, Feindal. Alright, Feindal. Crazy Feindal. Alright, got a level. Let's see. We need more damage. That adds another 20% on top of the 20% we already had. So that's 40% total boost just for perks. Let's steal his robe before he's reanimated. There, now he's gonna have a nerf match. Let's follow the ashes. Alright, now we're gonna get some necromancers coming through that door, but first, pick up that human heart that's on the table. If you know what you're doing with it, you can make it into a Daedra heart, and you can make Daedra hearts into Daedra armor and weapons. They're also really stinking valuable. Also, really stinking valuable are these necromancer robes. They have about 80 value, and they are very light, so you don't lose anything by grabbing them and selling them later. There's some books over there, but not significant. Through the door on the left is a kitchen area with a couple skellies. Now, in Oblivion, skeletons were scary. In Skyrim, skeletons are laughable. We don't need rabbit legs. Alright, barrels. The way to progress the quest... snowberries. Snowberries are extremely useful in potions of resist elements. They can resist shock, frost, and fire. Sometimes in the same potion. Feindal, you are not sneaky
I'll head back
enough for
home
me,
if you need me.
and you don't understand the idea of hitting them when they don't know where you are. So, sorry, you're fired. Alright. Now the first chest in this chamber, the second one in the dungeon total, is on our right. Let's get the... Dog, you must be hurt. Alright, we'll take your robe. Oh, nightshade, that's a neat poison ingredient. Get that chest. And we're also going to get the third chest, which is through that door down there. Now, the official guide swears that there is a book on the dresser here. However, I can't find it. It's supposed to be a alteration book, ironically breathing underwater, and I can't find it. I've even been down here with my mage character, cast candlelight, so I could have some light down there, and I couldn't find the thing. Let's see if we can't get a sneak on this guy. Nope, he found us. Alright, one of the options you have when you have a shield is a shield bash. That forces the enemy to stagger, come out of a shield block, etc. Basically, it makes an opening. Then we're going to have 2 novice necromancers in the next chamber, along with a number of bodies that they enjoy resurrecting. Well, resurrection implies they're alive. But you know. Oh yeah, something they love doing is raising their fallen buddies. However, if you kill the guy who's in charge of the zombie disappears into dust. Remember in Oblivion, you could use the spell Summon Zombie and the zombie would come out of nowhere. You didn't have to have a body. Oh yes, the first of the 2 skill books in this quest. Those 2 items right there, Frost and Fire Salts, are very important ingredients for using the Atronach Forge. That's something you find down in the middle. Now the reason we're sneaking around right now is because the Apprentice Necromancer in the other room somehow got aggroed on us. And so we are losing his attention. Behind this door are 2 or 3 potions. I believe that there are 2 potions of Restore Magic, not Minor, which means that mages will love this room. Yeah, there it is. And there's never anything good in the dressers, and we're not sleeping right now. So, moving on. Two skeletons. If you're going for sneaky, you're gonna end up doing this at some point or another. Hunting bow. Check. Favorite. Bows are very powerful in this game. Even at point-blank range, bows can be the primary weapon. My Elven Archer, it just enjoys running around sticking arrows in people. He sees us. Yeah. That Archer is really awesome, because as you get higher perks into the archery tree, you end up with 50% of all the shots you shoot force the target to stagger, and about 10% of them paralyze the target, make them fall over and not attack you for a while. Which is kind of annoying if you're at range, but if you're dealing with a crowd and one of them doesn't attack you for a little bit, it's very good. Alright, now what we're gonna do is we're gonna stick an arrow in this guy, and he's gonna try to find us. However, he will most likely glitch and try to go through the barred door that's up. Yep, that's what he did. Now, usually we'll glitch through the barred door without opening it, which means that he'll be stuck on the other side of it, and we can loot the 4th chest merrily. I always considered it a show of skill when you can pick a lock with a low-level character, using about as many locks as you would with a high-level character. But enough brag. Let's get this chest. Alright, now once you jump into the water, you're not getting up the other way. You have to come down around here and use these stairs. There's a soul gem, skeleton. That pull chain behind us is the one that's hooked up to that bridge. And the 5th chest is in that room as well. I'll equip that right away. Boots are nice. Though last time it spawned as a leather curious armor piece. Now, the guy doesn't always glitch through the door, but he does it enough that I feel secure looting this room and not expecting him to drop in behind me. This is just a potion cabinet. However, potions are very valuable at any stage of the game, so if you're low on money, that's a good place to go. Alright, there's the bar door. Looks like he did glitch through. Let's see where he is. Oh, hello! Alright, now I'm going to show you a bit of an exploit now that I have the ability to do so. You see, when you level up, you regain all of your health, stamina, and magic points. Let's put it in there. Alright. So, you see now, my health and stamina are at full, even though they were at very low before. So what we're gonna do now, let's get a point in light armor. Alright. Now we are back to full health, and he's almost at full health. When you're fighting cold-based enemies, you need to remember to get your power attacks out early, because you won't have that option once they drain your stamina. You also need to remember that you can't sprint away at the end. Fear poison. So, if you are fighting a cold enemy and you close up and get in his face, you are committed. You either die or he's going to die. That's why I kind of prefer archery when up against the cold-based enemies. And necromancers always use cold magic.
More souls are needed for the star. The last one died before it could be harvested.
We can't take another villager from the surface so
Now,
soon.
sitting targets have borked hitboxes. You are going to have a really hard time hitting these guys when they're seated. However, the first arrow does always make them stand up, and then their hitboxes are hittable. And yes, borked is the scientifically appropriate word for that. It's also fun. Alright, let's get you. Now, when you hit a target from sneak with a bow, he will run to check the position you shot from. So, you are going to have to evacuate that location as soon as you fire the arrow if you don't want to be discovered, unless you have awesome sneak skills. The other people in the dungeon will run first to the spot where you hit the target, and then they will follow that target to the place where he says that the shooter came from. Let's get you. Come.
Someone there.
I'm not sure how I feel about those kill cams. Alright, let's get another arrow in you, and I don't expect to be able to hold up the sneak. Yep, he's coming for us. Alright, time for Old Reliable. Oh, pro power attack there. Only the best gameplay from the TheChickenSnyper. That's one of the reasons why I hate learning a new playstyle. Once I am familiar with it, I'm good at it, but it's just the learning bit. Alright, that is a petty soul gem. If we cared to climb up on the table, we could get at it, but we are more interested in the second and last skill book in this area. More soul gems. The soul gem fragments are classified as clutter. However, the stuff in that 6th chest are not clutter. Now we have another potion cabinet over here. It's not even locked. That is awesome. Ultimate healing. So, when you are in the middle of a fight and you're drinking potions, you should prioritize the lowest healing potions first. That's because they, all potions occupy the same amount of weight, no matter what their quality. So, you can eliminate a lot of weight faster if you go with the lowest quality potions first. Now let's see what I can do with you. Oh, darn it. Never push the control stick all the way forward when you're sneaking at a low level. In fact, you shouldn't do that until you get something that muffles. You're gonna see me pop out.
You think you stand a chance?
Pro power attack. If you'll remember, that guy I used the level up on was a princess as well, and so you can tell that I'm learning something at least by taking down an apprentice without the use of any healing. So, the way these guys go is novice, then apprentice, then adept. And then there's the savant and all the crazy things that don't really make sense to me. Let's get the shield up, he's gonna shoot at us. So it's pretty much like the spell qualities themselves. They go novice, then apprentice, then adept, then expert, and then master. Let's see. I bet I can get the sneak attack on this one with daggers. Though come to think of it, I don't have backstab or assassin's blade, so maybe it would be better to use a bow. And we're close enough anyways. Alright, what is in my inventory that does the most damage? That'll do. Yeah. And power attack!
The master.
Now, the second you draw aggro from this guy, all the skeletons in the room are going to get up and try to eat you. Which is odd, because they don't have a stomach or digestive tract. And these are one of the few things that reanimate that do not fall to ash when their reanimator is dead. Oh, what a convenient level up. We'll use it now since we have one health point left. That was... yeah. Alright, now I really want to get things going in the sneak tree, but we don't have enough sneak points yet. So, fighting stance, I only need one power attack. Though I'm not to that point yet, so maybe... I don't know, I'll just put it in here. An extra 20% armor bonus. Alright, we are out of enemies for this area. However, we are not out of enemies for the entire quest. In fact, the best is last. This awesome power slide guy there. Now, up the stairway, we have a book, the Broken Soul Gem, the Broken Azura Star, and a final 7th chest. And this book, if you care to read it, is basically Malian Varen bragging on and like, I'm better than the Daedra, I'm better than the Aedra, I'm better than all the Druz. Meanwhile, his corpse sits there with a single gold piece on it, yeah. And just so you don't have to run through the entire dungeon, that's the escape hatch. We're going back to Nelacar now, because the Black Star is much better than the Azura Star.
I can finish Malin's work, the way we had meant to before his madness. It would mean cutting the star off from Azura. Only black souls would be able to enter it once we finished. Give me a minute to examine the star. I'll see what we'll need to do. These fissures and cracks aren't encouraging. Malin obviously was growing more desperate once he left the college. He did it! He actually managed to trap his own soul inside the star, but it's falling apart. It needs more and more souls to sustain itself. The star is being used to sustain Malin's soul. I can't fix it while that fragment of him is inside. Precisely. But it's not as simple as enchanting Malin away. He's put up barriers. Souls are only allowed in, not out. If we were to somehow send a soul inside the star, one that was ready to overpower Malin from the inside,
I believe he was suggesting their
I could soul trap you, place you inside the star, then bring you back once Malin has been dealt with. I understand if you need some time to prepare. Let me know when you're ready. Okay, stand very still. This might sting. First, I'll need to grab hold of your soul. Now, take a deep breath.
Ah, my disciples have sent me a fresh soul. Good. I was getting hungry. Wait, there's something different about you.
And who are you to challenge me? I have conquered mortality itself. I've spat in the eyes of the Deadric lords. This is my realm now. I've sacrificed too much to let you take it from me.
Alright, there's two tactics here. Firstly, we can try to kill him immediately, kill that Valiant, and the quest is over and you win. The other option is to kill all the Dremora and get all 3 Daedra hearts out of them. However, you shouldn't risk your survival just to get the Daedra hearts, because if you die, then you don't get Daedra hearts at all. So we're gonna kill Malian right here.
Not like this.
Malin's enchantments are broken. Hold on. I'm going to pull your soul out of there. Brace yourself.
Hooded mage robes are actually something of a valuable and rare item. Alright, the rest of the Dremora guys are over here. However, invariably, if you get killed by the Dremora after you finish this area of the quest and by killing Marian, I forget his name, then you end up glitching the game, and it's horrible, and you have to do it all over again, reload an old save.
Pass. Just don't strain yourself. We've done it. The star has been cut from Azora, and Malin's soul finally has some measure of peace, even if it is non-existence. Now, you could use it for what we meant it for, using black souls for enchanting. The Black Star will never decay, but it can no longer hold the white souls of lesser creatures. You keep it. I'd sooner finally put this chapter of my life behind me. Congratulations. You've changed the fate of a Daedric artifact and lived.
Alright, we now have a Black Star, and we cannot get the Azura Star. This has been the Chicken Sniper's walkthrough to the Black Star Daedric quest. Thank you for watching.